Good morning. Would you please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Would you please remain standing for a moment of silence? Thank you.
Good morning, Scorpions. It's Thursday, November 7th, and you are watching Shea TV. Let's start out with events on campus. Come out for an amazing treat this Friday evening for our Nights with the Veterans. That's on Friday, November 9th, starting at 6 p.m. right in our library. We're hosting a night that will be a short presentation honoring our vets. In addition, our very own Shea students have interviewed vets and written up some amazing papers about them and their experiences. And their work will be on display at the Pillars of Freedom night right after the session. So come join us for this great evening honoring those who have served our country. All right, meetings on campus. Attention yearbook members, I'm sorry I had an error. So the yearbook meeting is actually on Tuesday with Ms. Turley. So the yearbook meeting, there's nothing happening this Friday. That meeting is on Tuesday right after school from 2:45 to 4 p.m. So be sure to mark your calendars for November 13th for all yearbook staff. More events on campus. Next week, we'd like to remind you that Wednesday is College Day. So we'd like everyone to participate, students and staff and teachers, by wearing your favorite college gear next Wednesday, November 14th. All right, clubs for today. Clubs today being offered on this Thursday are sign language in room 805 with Mrs. Willis and theater with Mrs. Peters in room 202. So two great choices, sign language and theater. Remember that all clubs are free and open to all students. You just have to have a permission slip that you can pick up from the sponsoring teacher, or we have plenty in the media center, and late buses are provided. I&E. Today is traveling to social studies, science, and electives only. So those are the only places you can travel. You need to have that I&E pass signed by the teacher. So that has to be signed, either a separate pass or in your planner. And remember, once you go there, please stay the entire time. The only exception to that is if you are going to be returning a library book or checking out a library book. Then you just get your book, check it out, go back to class, or return it. And speaking of books, we've got over 80 overdue books. So if you have your library book, can you please check the date stamp on the front? And if it's past due, please come renew it or come turn it in. This is the only time I'm not going to make you have your ID, because I really need the books back, because it's a lot of work to track down for Mrs. Hall and I to track down 80 books. So if you have your book, please return it right after announcements. All right, and for AR, remember we have historical fiction is the genre of the month. I had a lot of kids asking, hey, why didn't I get a candy bar? I took a quiz. Remember, it has to be in the genre of the month. So last month it was horror or survival. This month it's historical fiction. So you have to read and take an AR quiz in historical fiction if you want your free candy bar. All right, charity. We have two charities going on right now. So remember, we have the bring your food donations into your I&E teacher, and also bring in your unused and wanted broken crayons. Sports. Thanks to Kalina Golchak for sending in a sports update for the girls softball team. The 8th graders' last game of the season was last Thursday, and they dominated the field, crushing the competition, a jaw-dropping 15-2. So way to go, 8th grade girls softball team. And thanks again, Kalina Golchak, for sending that in to me. All right, did you know November is Aviator Awareness Month? We've got a special video at the end of Shea TV honoring influential pilots. So we'll have a few of those each day for you, just 30-second clips of some highlights of some influential aviators in our history. Last up, our lunch choices for today. We've got a bean and cheese burrito, a chili cheese dog, and a sandwich pack.
Just a reminder, the Thanksgiving food drive will be running from the 5th of this month to the 16th. Please bring in canned food, non-perishables, and not stuff that's moldy. We want stuff that won't go bad so we can give it to people who need it, so that we can pass it out, get it on their tables, get them some food for Thanksgiving so that they can have a nice time. when they probably haven't had this sort of stuff before, Just make their Thanksgiving a good one, because for all we know, they haven't had a good Thanksgiving before. Again, please bring non-perishables, such as canned peas, canned mashed potatoes, canned cranberries, stuff that belongs on a Thanksgiving table, something that you would want on your Thanksgiving table. Thank you, and have a great day, Scorpions.